Welcome to You See a Pair of Goblins Play and Pod with a new format coming straight at you. I'm You See a Pog Lucas,
You see a pug, Dan.
and this time we've got something a little bit different for you. We're going to be live commenting over some draft.
Yeah.
Uh,
So a little context here. Your friendly neighborhood podcast host, You See a Pug Dan, has a paper draft coming up this Friday. And I've done some limited drafting in Arena, but I'd like to do a bit of a deeper study so that I could actually try to be good at this paper draft. And so we figured we'd make this podcast a casual walkthrough of a draft with some commentary.
mhm. So we're going to be spending a little bit more time on the screen. Hopefully not too much, so you can still listen. Don't worry, guys. But we'll be at least going over the picks while we're making them and some of the gameplay.
Definitely. Let's jump into it. I do best of one for limited, which is kind of funny considering we were like talking about best of one versus best of three last podcast.
Hmm.
But I'm considering doing best of three for this because I think the format is going to be best of three in paper. Do you have any opinion on that?
I think that's a good idea. If we want to practice some sideboarding, we'll be able to do that here.
Oh
Since
yeah. Does this come with a
I'm
little
assuming
token?
that you're going to do that for it.
A little playing point? I can 3-0. You don't know me.
That's easy.
All right, let's get into it.
I don't even know it came with playing points.
Neither did I. That's new. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Have you been playing much DMU?
So I did a lot at the beginning of the formats. I did a bunch of sealed, like maybe 3 or 4 sealed, and then 5 or 6 draft. And the avenue I really found for most of my drafts was sticking to white. It's a real forgiving way of drafting since there's so many like good white commons, and all of the ones that are white are really like straightforward to play. But it can often lead you in like sort of awkward places. Like there was a bunch of times where I was drafting like green white, and like I mean it was heavy white, but having that sort of draft, it's not ideal, as the archetypes don't really go together super well, other than
Yeah.
maybe like a few pump spells. How about you?
Yeah, I think I did a little less sealed than you did, but I think I've probably done 2 or 3 more drafts. Hold on, let's see. The humans tribal. Oh no, other creatures. Oh, this is pretty
So
good.
it's just an anthem. That's
Yeah, it's an
solid.
anthem with upside.
Yeah, totally
This is-
splashable. It's in green.
For the listeners, King Darian, do you want to guess the number there, Lucas?
I know the number.
Go.
It's it's like 48th, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Got the walking
this
bulwark.
This walking bulwark, I think, is an important card in the defenders deck, which is I think generally considered the best deck in the format right now. Flowstone Infusion's a great one drop removal spell. Phyrexian Espionage is good too. I'm kind of tempted just to take the rare.
I think you just take the rare and then see what the other packs take you. Argavian Phalanx is also not something to underestimate. I was just talking about white cards. That's like a core part
Yeah.
of that archetype.
I think I'd
So-
I'd rather be in white, or rather be
Yeah.
like in a tokenish deck and then take the Argavian Phalanx rather than taking it first pick.
The other
But-
way around. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I
Also,
think this
that
card's
walking
fun.
bulwark, if it'll wheel if we don't find any other things. Plaza of Heroes.
Plaza here is fixing. I do think I'm going to want to end up being a little splashy in a deck like this, just because I think like the card itself isn't busted. Plus,
the
I think
power's
the
worth
format lends itself to that more. This Sunbathing Rootwalla is pretty interesting. I think I'm just going to take this Runic shot, though. Maybe I'll take the Sunbathing Rootwalla. Oh, man, actually, there's a couple of different options here. This Floriferous Vine Wall is probably going to be good in this deck, too.
Yeah, but the Vine Wall might wheel. The Vine Wall and the Rootwalla, they're both green. They both might wheel. Runic Shot and the land are definitely not. So if you take one of the two, you're bound to like, and also Managoth Sentries in the pack. Any of those 3 green cards we can definitely like pick up and be happy with later on in the draft. So honestly, I'd take either the Plaza or the Runic Shot.
I think I'm about taking the land. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if Runic Shot wants to go in the same deck as this King Darian.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh. We got another signpost uncommon.
Blue white
on the top
land.
there.
Yeah, this unfortunately this one isn't very good. This is well, it's fine, but I think the green white deck alone falls a little flat, like you were saying. I guess this is domain though.
Yeah, it's domain. The land's probably
Take up
better.
the shield is good.
Take up the shield is
green blue
very
islet
solid.
is like something I'm interested in. Actually, either of these lands is something I'm interested in.
Which one's better?
Ooh,
Maybe
probably the blue white land. I think.
Yeah, but if we're base green, then we kind of want to.
I think I take the take up the shield though.
That's fair. I think that's a good card.
I think it's just the safest card here.
It leans us towards being more aggressive. So if we want to be
I think that's fine.
base splashing green for something for the Darien, that's totally doable.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have here?
I don't mind this Coalition Sky Knight. I think it's okay. It's also a human.
I think it's like one of the better cards in the pack, and that's not saying much.
Yeah, I think
Phoenix Chick is good.
Phoenix Chick is good. I just don't think it's for this deck.
Oh, I mean, if you end up with red white aggro with the take up the shield and maybe splash the King Darien, or like as like a over the top anthem, that's totally possible.
Ooh, it's close.
I'd take the Phoenix Chick here.
Okay,
personally.
I'm into it.
And even if it's just speculating on it and we don't end up there, it's reasonable at the very least.
Maybe Artillery Blast? Ooh, this is a late Essence Scatter and Impulse.
Late Essence Scatter, Tribute to Urborg in the pack.
Ooh, Tribute to Urborg.
Maybe Phoenix Chick was not a good pick, but...
Yeah, but I don't think any of the other picks were any better.
Yeah, no. I don't think we missed out on anything.
I think it's Tribute. Oh man, but this Essence Scatter and Impulse are really good this late.
Yeah.
But Tribute to Urborg,
Tribute puts us solidly in 2 more colors, so maybe Essence Scatter, and we can pivot to blue-white.
No, I think I'm cool with just like staying a little open. Like, this is actually the opposite of staying open, I guess. But like, I don't want to lock into anything yet, and I think Tribute to Urborg is just the best card in the pack.
Yeah, it's definitely the best card in the pack.
The
Golden Argosy.
Isn't this card good?
You got to get some under the battlefields, but yeah, I think it's pretty solid.
Shieldred Restoration. I've heard people talk very highly on this card, so I think I might just take it. Plus, like we saw some of those defenders go pretty late, and I've heard this is kind of sick in the Wingmantle Chaplain deck.
Yeah, I mean anything with that power will still like crew the Argosy, and you can flicker the Wingmantle Chaplain if we end up picking up any.
None of these cards are very good. This Yavimaya Sojourner might be okay.
Yeah, or the Swarm, the Battlefly.
I think
Swarm
this Battlefly Swarm's only fine. I think I'd much rather the Sojourner here.
It's nice when it trades with something. I think it's a good defensive card. The Sojourner is probably a good pick as well.
I think the Swarm just has way lower upside.
Yeah.
Splatter Goblin, Colossal Growth. Maybe Crystal Grotto is like fine.
Crystal Grotto's not bad. Bone
I'm not into this braids.
Okay. I don't like the braids either.
Splatter Goblin's pretty good. I think I might take Crystal Grotto with this start.
I think the Grotto is probably good, especially since we don't have much fixing yet. We have and we don't have any domain cards yet.
Like I can like borderline see playing all these cards, maybe except Phoenix Chick, like all the other cards in the pack, or in the deck rather, and so like in the same deck. So I think fixing early is going to be good.
Yeah.
Man, this is not a very good pack either. I don't think I want to be Djinn of the Fountain.
Or the Djinn.
Yeah, Splatter Goblin seems okay. I don't want to take the Djinn. I think Splatter Goblin's fine.
Yeah, double tips is tough.
I do not love this start. Let me be honest with you.
We've got so many outs, though.
We have so many
black,
wheels.
White, splash, green, we've got plenty of stuff. If we end up red, white with a little bit of black, we're happy.
I would say Combat Research is normally good, but we just don't have the deck for it right now. But I might still take it.
Stall for Time is solid.
Stall for Time is like so up and down, though.
It draws a card.
Yeah, but so does Combat Research. I'm just interested in Combat Research.
We'll see what happens. We don't have very many. I guess Combat Research on a Chick is good.
Yeah, exactly. Griffin Protector's okay.
Yeah, goes with our Take Up the Shield.
Yeah, and it's aggressive.
Yeah.
it'll go with King Darien too. Flyers with the Anthem effect at 3, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so why don't you wax a little bit about what you think the significant differences are between constructed and limited?
Significant differences between
Like the
constructed
gameplay.
and limited.
It's a
In
late
terms of
turn.
like how you're actually piloting the decks, it's interesting mostly because the like grand strategy is much less present in limited. You can tell what the other person's deck is a little bit, and you can know what's in the format, but it's not to the same degree of pre-planning and forethought that you get with constructed. Instead, I feel like you get really into like the minutia. So
That's a good
you
late
have to
pick,
pick the
by the way.
absolute, yeah. Oh my god, that was solid.
Sten is good too.
Molten Monstrosity, by the way, 8 mana reduces
Yeah, but this is a good
stuff.
Generally, if you see this late, I think that kind of means red is open. Ooh,
This is a tough pack.
this is a tough pack. Sten's
But-
really good, but this guy right here is also good. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, like I was saying, the important thing to me is that like the actual gameplay is much more on a turn by turn basis than a like overriding strategy than like an overarching strategy, because you can't really go into like the queue and think, oh, here are the decks that I can face, because it's literally any deck in the format that you can face, and especially with DMU, it's so open to everything. You can end up basically anywhere. What about the Destroy Evil, by the way?
I'm looking at the Destroy Evil.
Or
The
a
problem
land?
is I'm now like tilting that I didn't take the the second tribute to Urborg in the last pack, because this monstrous War Leech probably would have been very good, and I would have just stuck myself into like Esper.
Yeah.
Now I'm not so sure. I still think I might take this War Leech and try to pivot to Esper, maybe splashing this green, like the King Darien, maybe not.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, I think. Let's see what this thing is.
Yeah.
Ooh, Herd Migration
Bird
is
Migration.
like busted. I think we have to take it here,
We don't have any
and we just
lands.
need to like take a shit ton of fixing.
Now, yeah, I mean, now we
Like-
just take every land.
Now,
that we see.
now I like because we have this, we're like totally priced in to play Domain, which before we weren't. We were just taking a bunch of different spells. I don't think we're playing this Phoenix chick anymore, or this, yeah. But now I think we could just, because we have such good cards everywhere through the curve, I think we could really focus on Domain stuff. This Timeless Lotus is gonna be hilarious. I think I do take it too.
Yeah, I think so.
But anyway, you were saying like, yeah, metagame knowledge means way less in terms of gameplay in Limited, which I think you were getting at.
Yeah, yeah. And it's much more like somewhat format knowledge, like, oh, what cards are available? But that only informs like some of your decisions. So much more of it is optimizing your turns and knowing what your outs are. So like it gives you an outlet to practice that in a way that you don't really have almost anywhere else. Tomorrow. Cool.
This Ivy's not for this deck, but I'm surprised it's this late.
It sucks
I
to
think I
pass
take
up that
Mara.
rare. Yeah. But
I have like a
tomorrow's
bunch
great.
of these, funny enough. But yes, I'm taking Mara. Yeah, I think. Ooh, another Tura. Sorry for.
Vinewall.
Vinewall though. Probably Vinewall. Yeah. Let's
Probably
see.
Time Wall.
Yeah, I would say I agree that Limited is much more about optimizing turns and optimizing game plan and strategy on the fly, rather than the really like I feel like I find myself calculating a lot more in Constructed, where I'm like, what's the odds that this player has this card in this situation? What turns leading up to this point in the game indicate to me what the player might have in their hand?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you just don't have. There are way too many combinations of that in Limited. Whereas you just need to mostly focus on what you're doing, the most powerful combinations of cards you could be putting together turn to turn, and optimizing your own possible future draws.
Yeah, definitely. And in Constructed, it almost feels like you're totally right. It almost feels like clockwork when you're playing the games, where you can know exactly what their play is going to be ahead of time. Like if I'm turn 2 and I see a black and a red land out and the guy passes, I know he's got to stomp at instant speed, right?
Yep.
If like it's turn 3 and I see blue up on the other side against against any like deck, gotta have counterspell on the mind or some sort of effect thereof, right?
This is super greedy, but I'm
And for this, it's like not quite as set in stone. You can the opponent can have blue up and a handful of cards, and they may just not have a counterspell. So it just makes sense to just jam most of the time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean that's one of I think the main differences between constructed and limited is the lack of counterspells specifically. Not even interaction, just straight up counterspells.
Yeah.
And so you find yourself playing at sorcery speed a lot more, which has its own interesting optimizations. You're just playing at sorcery speed, I mean rather instant speed, a lot less. I think this Defiler of Flesh is probably just good.
Yeah, I think now it's kind of like we're Sultai splashing like white, right? Because we don't need that Griffin Protector. We don't need really stall for time that much. But we do need the Vine Wall and the... Yeah, we might.
I forgot the yeah, I think we take this.
Defiler of Instinct? We can't play it.
That's what you think. Root Wall is good. What does this do again? That's probably not good for this deck. Probably take Root Wall. Ooh, Lightning Strike, actually. Lightning Strike is really good.
Yeah, Lightning Strike is solid.
Or Destroy Evil.
Destroy Evil.
I might take Destroy Evil.
I honestly think Destroy Evil is a little bit better in this,
way more castable in this
case, just because, like, how often are we going to have red?
Extinguish is really good.
Extinguish is solid.
Okay, this deck is... This may seem like a train wreck, but I do think this deck is coming together pretty nicely.
We 100% need more lands, though.
Yes.
Because we don't have nearly enough.
I think we're just a splashy multicolored deck and not necessarily a domain deck, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. It may pay to have, like, a copy of each of a certain number of things. That is a dangerous card, and I think Flurfrous, Vine Wall, or Scout the Wilderness are better.
Okay, so here's one of my leaks in Limited. I really want to take this, but I think you're right. I think Flurfrous, Vine Wall's probably...
It feels bad, but on the bright side, it's unplayable and constructed, so yeah. You're not missing out on anything.
I think this Idyllic Beachfront is, like, perfect.
Yeah, I think...
I'd like a green land, a green duel, but I'm happy with that. It's funny to me that the first thing you went to with the differences between limited and constructed is metagame, because I think it highlights the differences between how we see the games of Magic and what we optimize for. My first instinct when thinking about the differences between limited and constructed is how bad these cards are. No.
Oh, how bad these cards are. Yeah.
What does this do? Maybe 2-drop. The main thing that I think of is how much your... I'm so sorry.
I think Snare Spinner might be a take here.
Huh?
Snare Spinner might be the take here.
Sure. How much more closely you stick to your deck building game plan during gameplay between constructed and limited. So in constructed, I'm much more focused on how my game plan needs to change in best of 3 and how quickly, because you need to make that decision very quickly. And let's see. I think I'm going to take this for, like, the board. And that's what the game's about for me, is really focusing on game plan and strategy versus the deck I'm playing against. Whereas in Limited, I'm super focused on just what my deck is trying to do. And that's mostly because that's such an essential part of the actual draft for me, is finding a lane for my deck and finding the speed it wants to play at and finding what my win conditions are. That when I'm playing the actual game, this card might be actually pretty good.
How was that? How was that the last card?
I know.
That's pretty good.
I think we were surrounding the correct deck. I don't know if we like totally got there. I think we should have committed to like heavier black earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Let's see what this deck looks like once it's put together.
Can I just say, Monstrous War Leech plus Writhing Necromass? Is that a Splinter Twin situation right there?
I mean, he is right, obviously. What are the obvious cuts here?
Molten Monstrosity.
Yeah, probably Molten Monstrosity. Probably this Turel as well, unless you think
It's
going
going
to
to
be
be
any
impossible to cast. I mean, it might be nice, but we also don't have that many
good. Yeah,
spells.
we can't cast it.
Sten. Double Splash. I don't know if we can
No, I
do
think
it.
Sten might be fun to name creature on, though. Is it a double splash? I think we're pretty... So how do you see this deck? Do you see this deck as being Abzan?
I see this deck as being green-black, splashing blue and white. Then, like, the white, really, we don't have any white that we need up until turn 4. All the rest is interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you don't count the LS Ilkor and Sten Paranoid Partisan, which are both sort of, like, a little bit tough to cast, and I can understand the LS Ilkor because it's still impactful later on in the game.
Yeah.
But double splash from Sten, you might not have that until, like, turn 5 or 6, and at 5 or 6 you've already cast all your spells. So it's very rare we're going to land that on 2.
There's some truth to that. Okay, let's try to build this as a really tight green-black deck and see where it goes from there. Like what that looks like, and then what the best splashes are.
Yeah. Deck building is another thing that's just totally different from, we just don't have enough cards. It's something
I know.
Totally
I'm getting
from,
rid of all the green-black cards. I mean, rather, all the non-green-black cards. This deck was meant to splash, so I'm not worried that, like, the straight-up Golgari deck doesn't have enough cards in it.
Yeah, I mean, we can't run it as straight-up Golgari. I don't think we have
interested in
enough power here.
Yeah. I guess normally we'd cut the Timeless Lotus, too. So what does this shell look like? Tribute. I don't hate it. It's a good solid start, I think. Probably way too
Then we
many
can count
big creatures.
on-
Although we're hoping this is going to be like here. I think this Mossbrain
Yeah.
Ancient's probably good enough.
The other thing is we're hoping that Splatter Goblin, the Vine Wall, and the Deathbloom Gardener all can, like, bridge us up to that late game.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
Just defending.
Yeah.
So this is definitely going to be a more controlling deck than once we're just slamming Haymaker after Haymaker with
Totally
the
agree.
Sojourner, Mossbeard, Necromass. Hopefully we'll be able to do with, like, some of these cards sending stuff to the graveyard, like the War Leech, or Vine Wall just dying, Splatter Goblin just dying. We're trying to trade those off. They're not great at stabilizing, which is one reason why I wanted the Snare Spinner, just because, like, it's something, right?
Yeah, but I think we have enough interaction, especially once we get into white. So I was getting at, like, what you were saying priced us into playing a more control deck, which means that now we get into, like, what cards do we peel from this that would engage that game plan? So Destroy Evil is going to be something. I think Take Up the Shield's probably just good enough in white that it's going to be good in this deck, especially with something like Deathbloom Gardener.
Well, with something like, Deathbloom Gardener, yeah, but also with, like, fucking Mossbeard Ancient.
Yeah.
That's 5 life plus 7 life.
Yeah.
That'll stabilize you.
I think under normal... Yeah, of course. I think under normal circumstances, like, this Stall for Time would be pretty good in this kind of deck. Even though I wouldn't normally consider running it in just any deck like this. What other... I think Phyrexian Espionage is priced in to play in a deck like this. especially considering we're going to want to go late anyway.
Why is
Let's
Tainted
see.
Apparition in the board?
Say again?
Why is Tainted Apparition in the board?
Oh yeah, that card's okay.
It's
Yeah, that card's
fine.
pretty good.
It's definitely like it can be a win con on its own, and late in the game it's a scary card, but it's not a good early game card, which we kind of want to shore up our early game right now.
Yep. And then I think I kind of want to shore up my early game with... I guess we don't have a ton of options.
The Pilgrim, I think, would be solid.
The Sadistic Pilgrim?
Yeah,
Sure.
even if
Death
we
Touch is
don't have it
Death
on,
Touch is good.
yeah. It also like gains life.
Now I'm thinking we're like
right?
we're actually more of an aggressive mid-range. Not an aggressive mid-range deck. I was internalizing this as like a faster control deck, but I think we're more like a slow mid-range deck. Because we're gonna want to get this King Darien down, and then like there are gonna be some games where Splatter Goblin's just big and our 4-drops are big, pumped by King Darien, and we get a bunch of pressure on.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot this is also best
like,
of 3, so we should probably consider, like, we could board into Phyrexian Espionage if we need to go long. Same thing with Stall for Time. So maybe we should stick to, like, a more aggressive game plan.
Well, two are just, like, slow. Like, when you say aggressive game plan, do you mean aggressively pursuing the, like, slow game plan, or do you mean, like, just beating down? Because we don't have anything early to beat down.
Yeah, I don't mean aggro. I mean, like, we're gonna try to win with these 4-drops, and then if the game continues to go long, we're gonna end it with one of these larger creatures. Whereas, like, the control side of this version of the deck would probably be playing this Stall for Time, this Phyrexian Espionage, which we still may end up playing. But like, the game plan is gonna revolve around more of these cards and trying to go super duper long. Whereas I think this deck wants to be ahead by their turn 4 play. Turn 4, turn 5.
I don't know if we can do that with the cards that we have.
I might like hesitantly play this Meteorite, but
I mean, it would be good if we were trying to play a slower game. And I think that if we're playing this and we're building this deck, we should be going towards even slower than that.
So you think this Stall for Time is playable?
No, because of colors, but like,
you're also classically way more scared about colors than I am.
Yes, I'm way more scared about colors than you are, because if you can't cast your spells, you lose the game, like, immediately.
Yeah, but I am of the opinion, like, I obviously agree, but I'm of the opinion that that I'm less concerned about being able to cast my spells on time. Like, I think with 2 Floriferous Vine Wall, like, we'll be able to get our colors by turn 5. Which Stall for Time is still going to be okay on turn 5. I'm still kind of interested in this stand.
Let's actually look at the... I don't know, dude. I would play the Espionage before I played the Sten. Like, I would honestly play Espionage in this deck. I think it's very good.
I think Espionage is
good. Even if it is kind of on the splash, it can draw us into more of the, like, end game stuff. But the cards that... What I was trying to say earlier is I don't think any of our 4s end the game, right? The only things that end the game are Morrow, Mossbeard Ancient, Yavimaya Sojourner, Tattered Apparition, and, like, Defiler of Flesh. Defiler of the Flesh is the only one on 4. Like, all of the rest are much, like, bigger, right? Monstrous Warleech, you don't want to cast if you can't kick, right? Because you want to be able to mill those. We don't have any other mill in the deck.
Right.
Is Monstrous Warleech even good?
It might not be very good. Well, I mean...
Look. Oh, it mills 4.
It mills 4, and like milling a Mossbeard Ancient
good.
And milling a Yavimaya Sojourner, like, it's got some upside.
No, you're right. No. I thought it was number of cards. That's my bad.
Okay, then maybe we do just play this Snare Spinner.
I think it's good.
I'm not against it.
Because we want to go, like, the cards that, like, win us the game, they're so late.
Actually, can I offer... Let me think about one more thing, right? So, this Plaza of Heroes does fix for Sten. Because it's legendary, right?
Okay.
So it is another little piece of fixing in there. So we would
How
technically
many
have
how many sources do we have?
which
So
color?
we'd have of blue.
Blue. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm looking it up.
Are you getting your hypergeometric calculator out?
I have never learned how to actually use a hypergeometric calculator,
It's actually
which is embarrassing.
It's not that hard.
No,
You
I
can
know
take
it's not that
stats.
hard. I've never taken the time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so to have a 90% chance of casting it on 2, we would need 9 lands.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to
We would
cast
need
it on
9
2.
color sources. What turn are you trying to cast it on?
I think by turn 4, it's still good. I think it's good all the time, actually. Being able to
Okay.
flicker it is good.
Still by turn 4, we would need 7 color sources in order to have a 90% chance of casting it. So if you want to count Floriferous Vine Wall as a source,
I would.
and, like as a full source,
So it's 6.
and
So we have 6.
and also the Gardener,
Oh, yeah.
then
7.
we can cast it as a 4-drop. Or,
I'm
yeah.
into it. 1 cut. Snare Spinner, maybe? Snare Spinner for the board is probably better, actually, anyway.
Yeah. I know Snare Spinner is not a good card,
It's not.
but it does fill a role in the deck.
I know, but
saying.
I'm much more of an upside person in draft, especially with deck building.
The upside is we don't die on turn 4.
Yeah, but think about if we named creature with this, Lucas. That's what you're not
Yeah.
seeing.
What we get a slightly cheaper Sojourner.
Stand on turn 4 and then somehow having double black for Defiler of Flesh. How about
Yeah.
them apples?
Oh yeah, I haven't even thought about the double black pips.
The double black pips are going to be painful, especially considering
but
they're all
we
on
have
4.
we have a lot of black mana though, because we've got
We do have a lot
caves,
of
we've
black
got,
fixing.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not legendary. So we've got 6 sources.
Man, our turn 3 is
7, 8, 9 if you count the Deathbloom Gardener and the Floriferous Vine Wall, which I'm totally down to count those. 9's not bad.
Does this Golden
Mine's
Argosy
pretty
do
good.
anything?
Um,
Well, Floriferous Vine Wall. It can
you can't crew it though.
yeah, but you could crew it with Vine Wall and something else and flicker the Vine
Yeah,
Wall.
I guess so.
That's pretty good.
So flicker the Vine Wall. We can flicker. What does Elas say? What's his?
It gains life.
Enters the battlefield. Ooh,
Yeah.
That's good. We can gain some life. All right, it doesn't have a huge amount.
It doesn't do a ton, but whatever. We play it because
It's
fun.
also like a big. It's got a big body, so even if we cast it on 4 and just chill with it, I'm fine with that.
Oh, this herd migration is fixing also. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, but do we want to cycle?
No, we want to cast it, but still.
Yeah.
Also, name sorcery with Sten. Tech.
Name sorcery with Sten
Cast this for
for our
cast this for
one
6.
card.
I don't know.
Do we
you
have
never
any
know.
other sorceries?
Um,
Is Phyrexian Espionage
Yeah.
an instant or sorcery?
Actually, you know
Okay.
what? Naming sorcery is not the most insane thing in the world.
Yeah.
Because espionage on 2, oof, that's a card.
We're in agreement that Timeless Lotus is solid here. Just so that nobody's like screaming at the TV screen saying
In
Timeless
this
Lotus
deck,
sucks.
Timeless
and
Lotus,
bad." I think
Timeless
it's good
Lotus
here.
is fine. In this deck, I think it's uniquely good just because we have so much nonsense to cast at like between 4 and 7.
Yeah, but we're mostly using it as ramp, not really fixing at 5 mana. I mean, like, sure, it'll get us all our colors,
no, this
but
is. I am not considering this fixing.
yeah,
Yeah.
we do have just like nonsense, but it's all like black and green nonsense.
Yeah, I think we run it.
Yeah, I think
We're
this is
kind of
solid.
notorious for building like what I would consider the dumbest limited decks I've ever seen, but they tend to work. So I'm not really going to complain too much.
This is just because you're piloting the drafts. If it was me piloting this, we would have probably ended up like going with the Phoenix chick and just running with it, picking up those 2 lightning strikes we saw, and then having the shittiest but most consistent red-white deck.
Yeah, just the best 1 and 2 deck you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Whereas I have the most dubious 3-win decks. Okay, on to the games. So what I was saying before the draft rudely interrupted me, was that I'm always trying to really make sure that my draft game plan and my deck game plan, or rather my gameplay game plan and my draft game plan align. So you unlike my strategy for Constructed, where I want to be able to be super flexible between playing an aggressive version of my deck and a controlling version of my deck, I almost never want to do that. I want to be playing the exact strategy that I built the deck with in the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. This might be a keep.
You've got lands.
I think it is a
You got
keep.
spells.
This Whirleach is so bad in this spot, but...
Yeah.
I mean, removal and, like, 3 out of my colors...
That is not removal.
Might be... Oh, it's not removal. I thought this was the other one.
Yeah, maybe this is a
Alright. This is...
This is more
Sure.
reasonable.
Vine
You
Wall.
got the Vine Wall, got the...
I might take up the
Espionage.
shield, yeah.
Maybe we need to
Okay.
cut this entirely.
What, take up the shield?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's
Nah,
a
it'll
good
be
spell,
good later
but...
in the game, I think.
Yeah.
Vine Wall looking for black. And then we have white on the side.
Oh,
Found black.
Vine Wall looking for white?
Oh, we made a massive mistake.
What?
I kept the default lands.
Oh, goddamn. Now we're gonna lose the
I don't even have cool lands like you.
You know, I was looking at
Tribute? That card's good.
Twitter earlier, and somebody was like saying, "Oh, I wonder if I could make a deck with all mythics." They should make mythic rare lands that take up a mythic
my.
rare slot in your draft, and you can only play them if you draft them, right? So then, just to flex on the other person, it's like I had enough spare slots that I took the mythic land.
Oh, like basics?
Yeah.
Do I take this Rakdos land? Or blue black?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, for sure. Positive Heroes would be nice,
Sweet.
but that's, I think, a better land.
Yeah. This is gonna turn on my Herd Migrate.
Yavimaya. Your Herb
Oh, yeah,
Migration,
and
your
the
Yavimaya.
Yavimaya.
We have some domain stuff. Morrow.
So I think the interesting thing about this format is that, like, you don't need to be full domain. Like, you can have tiny little domain synergies in your deck, which I feel like for other mechanics and other sets isn't the case. Like, I think the set that I most relate this to is Call Time, and Call Time wasn't really like that at all, in my opinion. Like, if you were Snow, like, I equate Snow and Domain. Like, if you were Snow, you were kind of all in on Snow, in my opinion. Like, there were some small synergies that you didn't have to be in. But for the most part, you kind of needed to be fully committed to Snow. Whereas in this, like, you can have like a little seasoning of Domain and be mostly good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Keldar?
Oh yeah, I love Kalheim. That being said, I didn't play nearly as much of it as you did, and I'm definitely playing.
I did play a ton of it.
I'm definitely playing this format a lot more, and like totally agree about like how open you can be with how like heavy you have the domain synergies, but like there's also just such a variety of domain decks if you want them, right? Because there's the ones that go deep on like the domain aggro synergies, which is such a weird deck to even look at. The Gruul aggro, but you splash all of the other colors for just stupidly powerful stuff. And then you have the Tarmogoyf of the format, the like 2-mana 5/3, right?
Right.
Plus the +5/+5 domain spell, right? The what's the word?
Yeah, Gaia's Might.
Yeah, Gaia's Might, yeah. So you've got Gaia's Might, you've got Tarmogoyf, you've got like the Morrow that pings, and it's just a totally different deck from the one that we're playing, where we have like a light domain synergy, but we have ones that like reduce costs, versus one that's like got 3 Shadow Prophecies in them or something stupid like that, and just digs through their
that
whole
would've been a
deck,
great
or
card for
dumps
this
stuff into the graveyard, gets out some Necromasses. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me that makes it. Oh man, I could really use less lands.
No, this is the strat. We're playing out all our lands. We're chilling. They're not putting any pressure on us, so we're gonna land.
I would have preferred to put more pressure on them.
We can kill this, right? Instants and sorceries in your
because we have
graveyard.
espionage.
So yeah. If we just kick it, can I kick it?
Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
He might have some recursion. I wouldn't be surprised, but.
Yeah, you know what this deck also could be? We now that I'm thinking back on the draft a little bit, I think we ended up in the right deck, but didn't, or like circling the correct deck. But we could have used some pretty cool cards, like was it Tribute to Urborg is the one that pulls cards out of your graveyard?
Yeah, Tribute to Urborg would be nice. There's no way this guy has a sweeper. It's limited. We just jam it, right?
I think so. Yeah.
It's also like. There's no way he has a counterspell.
There's also no way he has, like, negate, right?
Yeah. That wouldn't even make any sense.
I'm gonna actually cry if he counters this.
It's very likely.
Oh, yeah, negate.
We just had to jam it. We had no way of clearing the...
I think I should have held it back, but it's okay.
We have Argosy. Now we can just start pulling land out of our deck. Hitting for an extra 1 damage.
Yeah. Ooh, I think he flooded. Let's do this.
And then crew with the Vine Wall and the...
What are we naming? We're naming... Oh, you can't name creature. All that discourse I said about naming creature on Sten, just forget about all that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I totally didn't remember that. Name sorcery. We don't have any instants, I don't think.
We have a couple. I think both of our sorceries are in the graveyard right now.
What are our instants? I don't even know.
I don't know. We
Tribute to
probably have a few
Urborg?
options.
We played our Tribute
No,
to
we
Urborg,
casted our
too.
Tribute to Urborg already.
Oh. I guess we should win. That was a deep
That's how you
discussion
do
that we
it,
had
folks.
over something.
Okay. Unfortunately, I showed him the herd migration, which kind of sucks. I think I want to speed up if I can. We may not have that ability,
he's
though.
playing a very slow deck.
Did he cast like 4 spells that game? It was like unreal. Oh,
one of
5.
them, we know he has the Defiler.
Yeah.
What do you
Just run
think?
it like this.
Bird's probably not good.
Griffin's
Griffin's not
Griffin
good.
Protectors I don't think is good.
Not that much faster.
This guy
yeah.
might be okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know what for though. Yeah.
Combat
All right.
research, maybe? Instead of take up the shield? What sort of removal spells do they have? Extinguish the light, which is destroy target creature, so that would work against that.
Yeah, I think we're keeping the take up the shield. I think they're gonna have enough removal where it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think we just run it like it is.
I think we just run it. I don't think we have much sideboard
No,
tech.
no. I mean, we were waffling so much that we couldn't really.
You call it waffling. I call it staying.
We were staying open. We were delaying. We were #delaying the decision. Shout out.
Big shout outs. This seems fun.
This is solid. Yeah. 3 out of our 5 colors. 1 out of our 5 basic land types.
Do we try to dodge wasteland? That is not what I was expecting from this deck.
Do we try and dodge wasteland? That was probably in the board.
It's a good board if it was.
Yeah. Oh, now he has the Vine Wall.
All right, now opponent's deck is starting to look more, make a little bit more sense. Weird keep last game then.
Yeah.
I guess we had a weird keep too, but
I mean, we didn't really put any pressure on him until, like, turn 8, where we had 3 creatures, and they were all, like,
Right.
2/2s.
yeah, it actually kind of seems like we ended up in a similar deck, except I'm sure I have Wizard's Graveyard recursion.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
This poor Vine Wall. Can't even defend against the Splattering Goblin. And if he kills it, you can just kill his cult conscript.
Correct. Not having a ton of 3-drops is kind of painful here. I guess Take Up the Shield might be just cheeky.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, it's an aggressive card. We don't really have that aggressive of a deck.
With the deck that this guy had, well, it's going to be sick here when he tries to tribute to Urborg, unless that's
not, yeah. That's not how that works. Yeah.
I'll play another one.
Sure. Damn, dude, Painland sucks so badly. You take damage every time you tap it, bro.
They're pretty bad and limited. I don't love the... Like, if this was... like the black-white tap land, I probably would have taken it over the rare.
Yeah.
Just for land type reasons.
Yeah. I'm making a joke, but you're right. It is worse than the regular, dual land. It also doesn't
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you think the pain lands are actually good and constructed?
Yes, I think they're very good.
Like, only in standard, or beyond that?
No, I think they're very good in Pioneer, too. Or not Pioneer, Explorer. Also Pioneer, but also Explorer. And it's not just for, the very aggressive deck that you need it. I think that you should take blue.
You probably take black here, right?
What? Why?
We just have a lot of double black.
I mean, you do have a lot of double black, but you have a blue-black card in your hand.
Do I actually care about this Monstrous War Leech? Maybe.
Maybe.
Alright, I could be convinced. Plus it pumps our... I guess we don't have a Swamp, so Swamp would have pumped our Domain as well.
Yeah. Oh, the Argosy can help us find more.
Oh, the combo.
We've got the combo. But yeah, I was saying, the Painlands I do think are very solid in Explorer. Mostly because the amount of damage you actually take, because the rest of your library is full of dual lands, ends up being at most 3 damage over the game. And otherwise, I even then, I think that's rare, right? Most of the time, it's even less than that. Goddamn, missing lands. Hate to see it. I'd slam Argosy and then plan on take up the shield plus Argosy next turn when he tries to double block. Oh, but like I was saying, so
yeah,
I've been playing a 3-color deck in Historic, and I just have all the pain lands. So I've got a solid 6 or 7 pain. I think I've got 6 to 8 pain lands in the deck. Where while I'm playing, it's totally fine, and I'll take 2 damage at most from all of the pain lands that I have. Because it doubling as that colorless land just means that as soon as you also have another double colored land, you're fine.
Right. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I think... Interesting. That doesn't have Menace, right?
Do you also still get to flicker the guys?
Yes. This guy simply refuses to read what this card does. So, I'm going to punish him for it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
No, I did.
What do you mean?
Let's see. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I mean, we have a plan.
Tribute the Pixie Guide, probably? Yeah.
Oh, no. We can just swing out with Argosy. If they try and block, we take up the shield, and then we blow them out. Then we don't even have to kick the... but we can't unkick the thing. The nice thing is we get a land out of this.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably just take it.
If he does, we can just play Monstrous War Leech. Or hold up both.
No, I think playing it's probably good. Yeah, I think playing it's good. Why can't I kick it?
Because you don't have a...
No, I'd rather kick it.
Yeah, then play Tavern.
I thought it was 4 with a kick. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna play.
Or, I mean, we've got a lot of options here.
You just get everything? Containment Aquifer's good.
Swamp's probably better. That means
Why?
you can Monstrous War Leech next turn.
Yeah, but I can with Aquifer too.
No, you can't.
Oh,
It
no.
comes in tap.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right.
It would be cool if it was just the Legacy regular dual land.
I thought I was able to play it this turn.
Oh.
So that's why I thought I could play it and then untap next turn.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
This is on the end step. Get in there.
Get in there, dude.
Get in there. Yes.
Oh, that is exactly what you should do every single turn. Damn, he's gonna tempo us out, dude. What does Blight Pile do?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Lose X life, so lose 2 life for 3.
So I'm losing... No. Oh, yeah, 2. Okay.
Yeah. We're still swinging in for 5, likely.
And we're running this back, right? Let's run it back.
Yeah, same deal. Draw another land? Why not? It sucks that we draw it on end step.
Yeah.
You're gonna swing out with Apparition, right?
That's... You don't or you do? I was thinking about not.
Why not?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess we can.
I mean, it's not gonna block.
I am a little worried about my life total, but I guess I should really should be.
Yeah. Besides, we've got Herborg to deal with the Illusionist.
Yeah. I just wanted to have the time to be able to cast it.
That was
I
a
don't really love the way
suspicious
this...
pause.
Yeah, I don't love the way this guy's deck is constructed, to be honest. Not to, like...
Not to
insult him.
not to toot our own horn, but, like...
No, but I think...
Toot.
I think, I don't think he understands what the cards in his deck are trying to do. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Blightpile and this Cult Conscript should go in different decks. Maybe he just picks the Illusionist.
I think he had the same idea that we did, which is just to say, like, go a little faster. And then we were just like, well,
you think this is
we
board?
can't.
This is
Yeah, I think
board
that's
tech?
board.
Okay, I can get on board with that. That's fair.
Like, there's definitely tension there. And he probably picked it early because it's like, it's a good black card. I'm in black. But then once he has, like,
it is.
Like, the Badger, too, doesn't really fit. But
That's
that
what I
might
mean,
have also
like-
been a board. Like,
There's some cards in here that feel like they should go in different decks.
yeah. Yeah.
And that's
I
to
don't
our point from last episode. It's like, when you board, you still have to make sure your deck does something. And is trying to achieve the same game plan, even if it's different from the original game plan. Sure.
Can we win next turn?
I mean, regardless, I could take up the shield and just gain a ton of life.
Yeah, but we could also,
I
I think,
those.
win if we Urborg the Vine Wall, swing in for 3, so 13 at least.
That is,
Plus we
that
have
is tasty.
Plus we have protection with Take Up the Shield.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's try to win the game.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right about that one.
Thank you. And we get the sauce?
And we might draw a card. Who cares? Who's gonna say anything about that, you know?
I think he waited too long for this crew trigger, unless he's... What is he doing here? Okay. I mean, this is probably Extinguished Light, right? Oh, it's...
Comes in
Is it
tap.
gonna tap? Yeah.
He's just showing us that he can do it.
He showed us the tech. Like, look what this card does! Alright, well, good win.
GG's.
I don't think opponent's deck was that far from being good. I think there was just a misunderstanding of where that deck was trying to win.
Yeah, he had, like, somewhat conflicting plans.
Yeah.
And we had totally consistent plans.
Well, I think we had, like, worse card quality, probably. Or maybe not, but, like,
He had a lot
all of our
uncommons.
cards were trying to do the same thing. You know, value, big creatures, hit him in the face.
We both had
Whereas all of
Defilers.
his cards were kind of doing different stuff.
Yeah. Oh, this is solid. This is
is a
so
great
solid.
hand.
Look at this.
We call this a key.
Oh my god. Did we build this deck right?
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my goodness!
Oh. This game is for children. This game was made for little
it's a
babies,
children's card
and we're gonna
game.
play a 4-mana 4/6, and then later on in the game, we're gonna just pop off that third migration. We'll find our white
It's
land.
simple.
Don't worry.
Oh my god!
This is what I'm saying. You know.
We're good at the card game, is what you were saying before.
We are very good at drawing cards out of our deck that we
Drawing the exact
should
cards
be.
off the top.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, we're playing Macklemore.
Oh, I thought it was Mac Miller. So
I was thinking
glad-
about that, but I don't know if he plays Magic anymore.
No, I don't think he would. Sure.
You bastard. Oh, you know what? We had the opportunity to take Bone Splitters. I totally forgot how well that works with Fine Wall.
Yeah.
I mean,
We just played this.
Yeah, just
at
the Sojourner, too.
The Sojourner. Well, I swing. Always attack first, folks.
yeah, we play optimally, so
Yeah.
maybe we should help the land.
This is kind of what I meant, though, by wanting to be ahead by turn 4 in this deck. Like, this is a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
And even though we're in, like, a very splashy, like, nonsense deck, like, we do have a lot of aggression potential.
yeah. I can't help but agree in that respect, but I think the reason why I was evaluating it a little bit differently is mostly because I do not trust myself to be able to cast the spells on time.
Yeah, let's be clear. Look, we got an insanely lucky draw.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think this deck is awesome. But
also,
I do think,
if you
know,
compare it
having a
to-
valid game plan.
Yeah, if you compare
is-
it to the
is the
last
point.
game, like, we can, this is what we were talking about in the last episode, really. Like, that's our range, you know? Like, this is our
Yeah.
top speed, and the other one, like, game 1, that was our lowest speed, you know?
Right, yeah. And I think in Limited, you just have less clear boundaries between aggro, mid-range, and control. Like, for the most part, almost every Limited deck is going to be some version of a mid-range deck.
Yeah.
And so, you're kind of playing that similar game plan. And you're going to have cards that are, 2-drop aggro cards that are going to be good, and 7-drop control cards that are going to be good all in the same deck.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, you want your cards, like I said, to be pointing in the same direction and trying to achieve the same plan.
Yeah, definitely.
So you
And whether
might
that
use
same plan
your
is, like-
2-drop.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. That same plan can happen at 2 different speeds, you know? And those different speeds may just be, like, when you're able to opportunely execute it, which is what we're talking about. We're still winning with what we were talking about before, Yavimaya Sojourner, or the other domain payoffs that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And
We get them with everything,
this time it's just we were able to drop it on turn 4 instead of, like, another game where we were able to drop that big monstrous War Leech on turn 6, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure.
Migration just, like, begs you to cycle it.
It's like, please. Like,
You know, you can
Well, my
cast
problem is I'm not-
something this turn.
Right, I'm not used to having a 7-drop in my hand. And so, like, when I see it light up, I'm like, oh, finally, I can cast it. It's like, no, you can't. We'll get there, though. Patience.
Yeah.
I think next turn we get in with everything.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
I don't even necessarily want
maybe
to
not
cast
the
this
splatter
turn
goblins. I don't know. I mean, they're still, like, holding off the Shieldless Faithful. Because we don't have, like, a great... I guess, you know what? If we
Yeah, I'm
do
trying
that,
to
then
get
we
it.
take up the shield,
I'm-
just to save
This
it.
is such an odd block here. That's what I meant by I didn't even really want to cast this Herd Migration. Like, I'm totally cool snapping off this take up the shield.
Now that just
I don't
saves
think I
the
snapped it
goblin,
off here.
right?
What? Yeah,
That
now
just
I
saves-
now I
well-
don't.
Well, here's the thing. If that saves the goblin, then you can attack with Goblin, Sojourner, and Elas all next turn, and you don't have to attack with the other Splatter Goblin. Because that threat, all three, that
Oh, yeah,
Splatter
I
Goblin
see.
threatens
Yeah,
the
you're
trade.
right.
Yeah. So now you still keep your board presence, and you
See,
increase
I'm
your
still a
attacking
little
pressure.
I'm still a little scared of like Extinguish the Light on the Yamamaya Shield. Oh my god, I can't say that word. Yavamaya Sojourner.
Hmm.
Because if they kill this, then this becomes like a pretty dubious board. But
Yeah, I guess so. The interesting.
sure, yeah, that's kind of odd.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Maybe you thought that was gonna die. I mean, we still have good pressure.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wanting to commit more to the board before I play this Herd Migration,
Yeah, make him use all of his stuff.
or
on
commit to a plan.
it.
Yeah,
Let me be honest. I do think that if he doesn't have blue man, I mean, maybe he'll tap out. Yeah, look, he taps out here.
yeah.
If we draw a land, we cast it.
No, we can cast it already.
No, can we? Oh, we do have 7.
Yeah.
Oh.
I could have cast it last turn, but I didn't want to commit to it because I thought our attack was good.
You were right. I did not pay attention to that. We have 7, but we don't have double green. Now do we attack with the... Yeah,
Get in with
I guess
everything.
so.
We don't get in with this one.
Not with the
but
other
yes.
one, yeah. Oh, now he's got a trade. We take the Storm Runner, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another thing of about limited. I have to read cards more often. Big difference from
What's up?
constructed. Big difference
again?
between constructed and limited. I have to read cards more often.
I mean, that is definitely a thing. Like, a big edge in limited is just knowing what all the cards do.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've definitely lost games because I didn't know what certain like minor interactions were in like some common that I'd maybe read once.
Mm-hmm. Or like specifics about the cards. Like I know that like the Floriferous Vine Wall, for example, that it basically draws you a land. But I wasn't sure like, oh, it does what exactly with the land? I don't know.
Yeah, right. Or like, how deep does it go?
Yeah, like how deep does it go, or what happens? Is this the one where if you use the Vine Wall and it doesn't find a land, do you draw a card, or is that the other card?
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Oh
like,
wait, that's
sometimes it's like,
inscribed.
is this a card draw? Like, is this a draw trigger, or is this look at it and put it in your hand trigger?
Yeah, yeah.
Or sorcery speed stuff. Like I know.
Oh well, we
I know
can
the
tell
Lords
right
of
now.
Limited guys. I think we just swing out. I think we have lethal.
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah.
Um,
We could have played our Vine Wall and just looked at our top cards, but Lord's Limited guys, you're saying?
The Lords of Limited guys make the joke about Secret Reach. Like every set has a card with Secret Reach in it, which is essentially like a card you wouldn't expect to have Reach just happens to have it, and they routinely lose to it once a once a round, or rather once a limited set, they just lose to this one particular card that has Reach where it should.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's, I don't know, that's deck edge, or rather that's gameplay edge. Just knowing what certain cards.
Knowing what has the reach and what has the secret reach, what is the like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we going up against here? Just like
Another domain
five
pile
colors,
Five color
color stuff, but like with no domain synergies.
with the weirdest splashes. That blue red, like
Yeah,
double
that's-
blue and red on the splash in a black in like a green deck. I don't know about that, but
I think we just run it like this again.
I think it's solid. I think we have a
don't know.
solid plan here. We can't go any faster than we are right now. We can go
Yeah.
slower than we are right now, but like
Yeah.
it's important that we get out on the board quickly, I think.
Yeah, and I think just generally in limited, like, just getting creatures out on curve is way more powerful than in constructed. Even
Yeah.
though it is still pretty powerful in constructed, but like these splatter goblins have kind of been doing work for no reason other than that they're a 2-power, 2-mana creature.
Yeah. 2-drops are so solid. I will say in sealed though, like if we were to talk about just any limited format, maybe
The
not.
sealed is different, yeah.
Sealed's different, but like still, I mean, even then, 2-drops overperform.
Definitely, I think sealed. The general consensus is that sealed is a more controlling format than draft limited, just because you have access to more rares and more powerful cards generally.
Yeah.
You want the game to go long enough to be able to cast them.
Also,
And
like,
so
less
sealed ends up-
consistent cards, since you can't necessarily make a real tight two-color deck like you can in draft.
Definitely. Yeah, you end up getting a lot more greedy with an additional color or splashing an off-color card that's really powerful. And you typically get paid off more for that in sealed rather than limited, or rather than draft, which is hilarious considering this deck is all just like very greedy splashes.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. I mean, like, this feels like a sealed deck, honestly.
I'm not like super happy about it. Now I'm happier about it.
It's a lot better, yeah. I wonder if Forest would have been a better land drop there. Because if we drew a swamp,
That's a pretty deep question, but yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. Why would you say that?
I've tortured myself over this in constructed literally all the time. Because I'll have an opening hand,
It's super important.
and I'll have to like try and sequence lands in a way that makes sense for what cards I could draw off the top. And in constructed, like, you know what cards you have in your deck. If you don't, you're stupid. You know, you should know what cards you have in your deck.
I'm
So-
definitely swinging here. Oh, I probably should have played the Elsa first, but I want him to trade this.
Yeah, he may have been more willing to trade it that way, but
No, I was thinking he may have been less willing to trade it. That way.
Oh, with
Because I
the-
gotten the life off of it.
yeah, but he also might be thinking that you have like 8 take up the shields because people pass them like.
I guess that's true.
Too
We also
much.
did show it last game, right?
Yeah, we did.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot. This is against Mac Miller again.
Oh yeah. Do I? I think I
Um,
play the tap land and swing.
no.
Maybe
can
not
play
swing because
Argosy.
Argosy is. Yeah, but I just think getting this tap land. I guess it doesn't actually add to our domain count.
Yeah, it doesn't add to the
Because then we can play
domain count
Forest
same
and
way.
Yavimaya Sojourner and stuff.
Yeah. We also should have played that post combat. I didn't think of that.
No, I wasn't attacking. I
Oh.
want something to be able to crew this. I don't want to like trade everything off, because then this Argosy is bad.
Yeah, but
I guess I could have traded everything off to like cheapen the Necromass. I don't know. That might have been
Possibly.
worth considering. I didn't actually think about that. These are gonna die anyway, I'm guessing though. So
Yeah, and I now that Argosy is on the battlefield, like, he's gonna want to trade that Pilgrim for something big, either the Argosy or the Sojourner. So it may have been worth
Right.
for the trade.
ooh, that's a good point. The Death Touch.
Oh shit, I do think that might have been a mistake on our part.
Yeah.
I mean, now we can just keep. We don't
Now I
have to,
just.
you know.
Yeah, we're just gonna swing. I think.
Oh wait,
What? This adds to our domain count.
yeah, but we can play the. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Never mind. We can't play the Sojourner anyway.
Get in there? See, because we attacked like this turn, I think that means it was correct to attack like this last turn too.
I
Because I don't
think so.
think anything has really changed.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about this having Death Touch.
Well, we talked it through and everything, and it makes
Well,
more sense.
after the play. But I think that's important, like just generally in gameplay anyway, to like think about how you ended up in situations and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, this is how you improve, right? Like, recognizing mistakes and shit like that. Like, I can't help myself but like notice every tiny thing that could be better. Like, for example,
Yeah.
playing the forest out on turn 1 versus the caves. It's a stupid thing, and it doesn't actually make a huge difference. But it's one of those things where it's like, this is how you get to be like always improving, getting better at the game. Because it's like, at a certain point, like, you can just play this shit on autopilot, right? Like,
Yeah, and those are. I was just gonna say those are the times that I actually start to dislike the game when I'm just like playing it for the sake of playing it. Like the times I'm really enjoying the game are when I'm like agonizing over every decision.
Yeah, I mean this is a thinking game. There's no point in. Oh, that is a beautiful card. Oh my god! Now we can just stabilize the board and just fuck this guy up.
We're just getting in there.
Throw down some idyllic beachfront. Drop a Necromass next turn. Get in for 2.
Well, that and this can.
Well, also you
this
can pump
prove
that guy
this.
later.
Or Argosy. Is it worth actually attacking with this
No.
Argosy?
Right now we've stabilized. We have a flyer.
We're just hanging out?
We're chilling.
Alright, I can agree with that. If you weren't here, I probably would have attacked with the Argosy.
Really?
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think it's better to not.
Yeah, I would have just traded with the core.
Well, I would have attacked with the Argosy and the Sojourner, but he would have blocked the
Sojourner.
And
And then probably double blocked.
nothing would have happened later.
Well, he would have
know.
double blocked Najal, and like the construct on the Argosy, and you would have just taken out the construct and lost the Argosy.
Right, yeah, that's not a worthwhile trade.
Yeah, I mean, if you had actually considered that attack, you would have known that, and like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it's.
I still may have.
One way or
come out
another,
on the
you would have
side of
ended
not
up with this
attacking.
play. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was more interested in calculating the attack line than you were.
Yeah. I guess that's sort of like ties into the like overall game plan that we're looking at, because I'm viewing our deck much slower than you are. So to me,
I'm a little worried. His card quality seems better than mine, which makes me priced in to try to end the game early. But I think that might be not a worthwhile. Like that may not actually be true.
I
You know what I mean?
I don't think it is true. I think that we have a pretty solid. I mean, not that our pile is good, but their pile is also not good. That's a scary attack.
Sure, I think he's only doing it for the trigger.
I think so too. But what could the trigger possibly be?
To
That's
take out the
worth
shields.
it. I mean, we definitely Yavimaya, right?
I'm considering like double blocking
with the core.
Yeah. Yeah, but if he gives it indestructible, it's such a blowout.
Yeah. Yeah, if he gives it indestructible,
got.
then he just kills.
I'm a little interested. Maybe this is like Phyrexian espionage or something, and he wants to double it. Yeah.
Did he play that at instant speed?
Yeah, because of the Nahal.
I didn't know that was a part of it. See, this is one of those things. It's like limited. And it's like, I knew he doubled a spell. I did not know that he did that specifically. That's a pretty spooky play.
I mean, a lot of card advantage, but I don't know how I feel about it either. So we have double pump here, and then he's looking to trade the
core and the Sojourner.
The core for the Yavimaya Sojourner.
Yeah.
Well,
here's the question: is it worth doing that just to get more pressure?
No, but I am swinging with this Splatter Goblin though.
Yeah, that's fine. Totally agree. Any trade there is good.
Yep.
Then you can start swinging with the core next turn.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'll take damage. Get in there.
1 damage for 2 damage. We're the beatdown.
We truly are the beatdown. Sure. And a little drain action.
A little drain, kill a creature. Another drain.
Another drain.
But
good trade. I mean, we literally have more life, so that drain is worth more for us than them. But
yeah,
they have so many cards in hand. This is kind of what I meant by in episode 1 about game states being about pressure differential. Like, we do have a higher board presence in pressure differential, but because they have 7 cards in hand, they probably have a lot more resources to reduce our pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And so in reality, I think we're more at like closer to parity in terms of pressure differential, but ahead on literally ahead on board.
Somewhat at parity, somewhat behind. Like, this is a huge amount of cards, and they're looting. It's
Well, looting's actually probably a good thing for us. Wait, digital land. That was bad for us.
yeah. I mean, like they're just improving their card quality right now.
Well, the loot, I was like, if they're spending time looting, maybe they're looking for something they don't have.
Yeah, but what else
looting
is
in
that guy
digital
gonna
land
do?
is not good. Yeah. Block. I'd love a extinguish the light. I know we have one in the deck. Getting rid of this core is doing a lot of work for him. Can he not do this at instant speed? Yeah, he can.
He can, but he also might want to use it to... He's not going to block with it, and he might want the extra information going into the turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This isn't good. He just ditched that land.
It's just a weird... It's weird
he
to do that
just threw that away.
What else is in here?
Why does he even want it?
Oh, it's a permanent. I see.
Oh, sneaky reach, by the way.
Yeah. That one has not so sneaky reach. This card has been pretty good in the format, actually.
Yeah, I've been impressed by it.
Tribute.
We can just kill it, right?
I think, but... No, we can't.
Oh, goddamn. We don't have any instants and sorceries. This is nuts.
Yeah, but we can kill
but we can kill the core and then attack with Sojourner and the... Yeah, no, you're right. So we're still doing work.
We're still doing stuff, yeah.
What?
Shore up's pretty rough.
That is pretty rough. I guess we get in with Apparition. No, we can't get in with Apparition.
No,
nope, sneaky reach.
Yeah, no.
Sneaky reach, yeah. Yep. I guess we don't.
I wonder if there's eventually maybe we should have been attacking with this core earlier in the game. Because they're never trading, but...
Yeah, there's been reasons to keep it back though, like the Nahal and the.
Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah, the earlier game state made it make more sense.
And we had a different plan where we were just like sitting back. Then he hit that Phyrexian Espionage button, and we are now on the back foot because of that, which means we needed to change game plans.
Yeah. That was a good play.
Yeah, it was solid. It was very good.
2 Phyrexian Espionage. I guess it was a 7 mana play, so when you get 7 mana, things like that start to happen.
Yeah.
Bo's got a good deck. I'm dubious about the Nahal, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
like
that
in the
seems
deck. Like that was a
almost
good play, but
impossible to
Nahal's kind of weird.
Oh, that might be game.
This is probably game.
Oh, we've got time, right?
We have time, but
we're at 18, they're at 16.
I could still get in here. Trades. That's probably not good enough, though.
Is he just gonna ditch the land again?
Probably. That's what I would do, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I guess Urborg, it needed to grab a land anyway. Like, that's one of the stipulations on the card, I believe.
No, I think it's... Oh, is this one? Wait, the grab a land on which card?
The one he bought the land back
repossession?
with. Repossession?
No, I think it's any permanent.
Any permanent? He might not have had any other permanents.
Yeah, I don't think he did. He had only another land.
Yeah, so just...
Because I checked his... Yeah. I'm sorry, he had that defender too, but at this point in the game, the defender doesn't matter.
Yeah. Also, if he has domain payoff... Actually, that could point to the fact that he may have more domain payoffs than he's showing. Right?
Could be.
Did we see any during the game?
I don't think so.
Because if he did want mountain land type, then maybe he has, like, a Gaia's Might hidden in the deck, or he has some sort of, like, some sort of domain payoff. Maybe Shadow Prophecy or something. But we haven't seen that
This deck would be a
either.
very good Shadow Prophecy deck.
Yeah. This guy's deck is very similar to the first guy, but he seems a lot more competent, and the deck seems built a little bit better.
And the deck is pointing in the right direction.
Yeah.
Gum up the board, start like looting with the Bohar, get shit back with with the bonus scavenger or not the bonus scavenger,
Yeah. Look at that, buying back the Phyrexian espionage.
This is gonna hurt. Yeah.
And he
is he
can
gonna
do
swing
the
with the Nahal
1,
again?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has exactly enough mana to do the same exact play.
Combat research.
He no longer has enough mana to do the same exact play. Also, we can just...
No, but now he's not going to...
We can just trade with the core.
Well, now we are, yeah. But he's still going to cast Phyrexian Espionage and not kick it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess he doesn't need to kick it.
Or he's not gonna...
No, he definitely...
No, but
he still gets it.
Yeah, but now he can't cast Espionage, right?
Yes, he can. What?
Why? Because this is a sorcery. He was only able to cast it last turn because the Nahal specifically says you can cast sorcery spells at instant speed.
Yeah, but he just waited. It's for the rest of the turn.
Wait, what? Now I'm confused about what this card does.
When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell,
when you pay for it, it stays forever.
For the next,
That's
for the rest of the turn.
Yeah, for the next, yeah. That's a very oddly written card. Turn too late.
Couple turns too late.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
I guess you gotta.
Yavimaya
is
our plan is
still...
get in with this apparition until we win.
Yeah, so I mean he doesn't have any like reach creatures or flying creatures still, so maybe we can get it done. We also have some big booties on our side.
We do have the board is gummed. I will say that much.
Yeah. So he again needs to get back ahead on board.
We are technically ahead on board, yeah. Where did these tokens come from? Man, I don't know what any of these cards do. Whenever another legendary... Oh, he's Legends, the 5-color Legends deck. Okay. I mean, I knew that from the cards he played, but I didn't realize that this was the payoff.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh my. That's not good.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
well,
game.
that is for sure game. Let's see what we draw. Maybe we get Herd Migration.
Where's our sweeper? There is a sweeper in this set, and this deck, it would be pretty reasonable for me to have it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I should have... Yeah, this is
for sure game.
It's all ogre. I should have accrued this, obviously, but this game's over.
So right now, I think we should... I mean, we should definitely play it out. But we should play it out just to see what the rest of his deck looks like. Because maybe he shows his hand a little bit more. Like, we didn't know game one he had Ratadrapic. We knew he had the Mind Slinger... whatever that is. Mind Stinger. Mind Bringer.
This one, yeah.
Voldalian Mind Singer. Mind Singer? That doesn't make sense. What's the ward on Ratadrapic?
2, but I'm just gonna trade with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, you can trade with it, is what I'm saying. Because you gotta...
Oh, I forget. Yeah, you do have to target it. Huh. I would have misplayed that if I was tapped out.
The other option is to Argosy and just kill it outright.
Yeah.
But there's no need to expose the Argosy.
I mean, that might have been correct, just because now we have no way of crewing it, but...
Yeah. And it wouldn't be a trade, it would just be straight up eating it.
This game's over.
Alright, okay. Whatever. You know what? We don't need to see any more of his deck. We can just...
I once again have to run to the bathroom. I'll be back in
Be quick.
I'll be back in 30. Entertain the listeners, Lucas. We're not cutting this.
Hello, my listeners. It's just me. I will be your entertainment for today. Well, how about those Mets? Right, guys? We're big Mets fans here. You should write in the comments if you're listening to this and ask Dan who his favorite Mets player is, because he's a big Mets fan, and I think you would make his day. So if you like Dan, ask him how the Mets are doing. More on the topic of Magic the Gathering. I wish we could double our espionage. Because look at it.
That play was very cool.
That was so cool. I mean, we have the
espionage. We're just running this back, and our opponent's deck is very good.
Yeah. Well,
I think he got a uniquely bad drug, or he got a uniquely bad drug.
It's solid. I think it's just
once
like
the engine gets
going
where he's got. Yeah, I mean, once his engine starts going where he's got like all the legends, that's gonna be tough to win against.
Yeah. Is this a keep?
Maybe this might be a keep.
Grotto first. Bottom lands. No, because you search the top with Vine Wall, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it still makes my turn 2 draw better.
Yeah, that's true. And that turn 2, maybe we'll get a Goblin and we can start beating down. Let's go.
As described.
I mean, now we're the beatdown. We have to.
We truly are the beatdown.
We have to go.
Get in there, Goblin.
Imagine playing the non-Goblin deck. It could not be me. What is that?
Probably white.
Is it? Yeah, I guess so. It's untapped. We have a way of making blue mana if we really need to, and it's the same number of cycles out. Okay, and it's the same number of land types.
Yeah, it's the same number of domain.
Has he seen our Plaza of Heroes?
I don't think so. Ooh, he hasn't seen Darien either.
He has not. Slam the Darien.
We gotta slam it, right? We gotta show off.
Yeah. Look at that.
What's the activated ability? Sack it and tokens get expert destruction.
There's
That's
also
never gonna come.
Well, there's also something that you can pay for, and I think it puts a counter.
Yeah,
on,
you can make
on King Darien and makes a 1/1. Which that's solid. I think that's good. Darien was a good include. We should swing out before we do this.
Yeah, we're swinging in first. Yeah.
We might just eat his guy if he's stupid.
I'd love to eat a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely eat him.
I don't want to sacrifice.
We make it 2/2.
Is this sure up? I guess I actually would have traded with the sure up there. It wasn't going to kill King Darien, but it would have saved the mana worker. Alright, I mean...
Did you not read
I'm not like in a super rush to play this Tattered Apparition. I mean, it'll be good once I play it, but...
Yeah. We've got a good amount of black, though, with Apparition.
Plaza of Heroes can also save King Darien. I didn't read all the way to the end of this card. Sure.
Plays again.
Tech. He seems to be... Okay.
Relative Legends. He really is
My dude's
all
going
in
slow.
on this.
He's slow.
He's rampant.
He is rampant too, though. Ooh, we have our own espionage. We can't cast it, but...
I mean, I think we go on the, Yeah, I mean, we can't cast it. Can we cast it? Crystal Grotto casts it.
Oh, it does.
But I think Apparition's better anyway. Like, we want to be, like, dumping our hand, getting pressure on the board, because he's got nothing to really defend it. If he blocks, maybe it's Pump Darien again. Because I think it puts a... Does it put a counter on the 1/1?
No, I don't think it puts a counter on tokens, right?
No, yeah, it's just
No, it
him.
just makes a token.
Okay, then countered apparition probably loses play here. Hopefully we can't do both, but here we've got a pretty big threat in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Because this
Couple pretty
time
big
it'll
threats.
tap it. Damn.
It's fine though.
Yeah,
You can still pump this.
that's true.
Actually, you can pump pretty much everything, right? This is actually still sick.
We
Because this, you
shouldn't-
can't block the Splatter Goblin either.
Yeah, we shouldn't swing in with the 2/2,
No, yeah, not with the
but
2/2.
we can swing in with everything else.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, go ahead, guy.
I'm assuming he has something here. Is
Herb
this
board?
sure up? Yeah, okay.
+1/+1.
Yeah, but now it trades with King Darian.
Yeah. No, it doesn't trade.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it kills King Darian is what I meant.
Okay, so now you can
So now I can just sack it.
sack it and pump your apparition, right? Oh. That was a bad
Oh, I
decision.
could have killed it. Yeah, it was bad. Oh no, it gains hexproof, so I couldn't target it anyway.
No, but we also lost our goblin. We didn't have to. Oh, no. We would have lost it anyway.
No, it's fine.
No, you're right. We lost 1 damage. But that's totally reasonable, because we still have kind of lethal in the air. I mean, like, we can pump 1, 2...
I guess the question is, do we pump or do we force him to discard his last card with Espionage? I think I'd force him to discard.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Yeah,
that's very good.
I feel pretty confident in that.
And we play the bog, so
And
we have
this
another black
Destroy
source.
Evil just kills the 4/4.
Oh
and
yeah,
then we get
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. Never mind. We're doing it. Evil threat in the air.
Yeah, now we do. What did he discard? An island? Okay.
Okay, never mind. We are a slow mid-range deck, and this guy's a stupid bad control deck.
This guy was playing more of a control deck than I thought. Is there anything...
That he could
Just
have.
take.
That, yeah, I think you just take. Yeah.
I mean...
Is he gonna make us do this? Oh my god!
Take
What a
up the shield
great
is
draw!
hilarious.
What a phenomenal draw!
Yeah.
Nice
mean,
pump, yeah.
I don't want to risk... I just don't want to risk it.
Tap my
I've made that
black.
mistake a couple times before.
What?
Like, thinking that I had one more priority check left, and then I didn't, and it gets in for damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Oh,
well...
he was trying to rep that
extinguish
the light, but we couldn't do anything else.
But we also had take up the shield to give
Yes.
it. What does extinguish doesn't exile, right?
No. If it was Urborg, maybe, but we didn't see an Urborg that whole time.
Ooh, Urborg would have been. That would have been very spicy there.
Well, yeah, we could have also continued to pump the guy, and we'd be fine.
All right, trophy game. Who would have thought?
Bobo Baggins. This is unplayable, right?
This is. Yeah, we can keep that. Oh, the greedy lands have come back to bite us.
But hold on, Crystal Grotto
we have a
scries us
scry.
towards land. We definitely
Okay, I
play
agree with
planes first, though, right? What do we
Why?
bottom here?
Just in case. Yeah, I think we bottomed the Sten. Oops.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
The other option is to bottom the Argosy,
The Argosy. Yeah.
and then any land makes it better. And, like, either black or blue can get us a 2-drop.
Yeah, but we still have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, or removal spell. Like, we're winning this game by drawing lands.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Plaza of Heroes. Does that work with the Pilgrim? Check if Elos is legendary.
Yeah, this should be legendary. Yeah.
Okay, so it can cast it. Oh my god. We're so good at this game. We now have perfect
and it'll cast the King
for
Darien.
Darien. Ravenman is not something you like to see here. Can I say that?
Do I just
trade? Yes. What? That's a great trade.
Yeah.
What? Why'd he do that? Why'd he do that and then play this like shitty 3-mana 2-1?
The land? Yes. The exact land I wanted. I really want to play this Tainted Apparition with King Darien out, so.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I don't understand why he made that attack, though.
I think he thought there was 0 chance I traded.
Possibly. But, like, it's such a good trade for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now he's kind of stonewalled. Gibbering Barricade, that mills? What does that do exactly?
Gain a life. Sack a creature, gain a life, draw a card.
Oh, okay. So he might do that to try and, like,
That's not bad. I guess I can get it in pump. Destroy evil something. Destroy evil the barricade maybe.
You can destroy evil the connoisseur, which I think is like scarier to an extent.
Yeah. Alright, let's get it.
When something dies.
Yep. He's gonna block here, pump this. Oh, he's not gonna do any of that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, so
I guess he
knock the
thinks
pump.
if he goes in the air, he can get.
Sure, blue black land here seems okay. Green land probably
Green's better? Yeah.
Then he like sacks this something, pumps this. Oh, he's yeah, okay. I see what he's doing.
Sack the goblin or something like that.
Or he's not going to do that?
Do we need to be on the defensive with Tainted Apparition?
I was going to say, I'm a little confused this game. He's not doing anything that I thought he would.
I think he's trying to be the beatdown, like, very aggressively
he is.
in this.
He is.
We just slam the Mara.
We just
and
slam
then
it, right? Yeah.
chill, sit back with the apparition.
Yep.
Now we can threaten to trade for the connoisseur, and if he decides
now we're threatening
to,
like everything here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because he knows he's not.
He's going to get in for a lot,
anymore.
but this destroy evil is going to kill the. Yeah.
I mean, he's going to get in for exactly 4.
For 4. I mean, putting me down to 9 is like not insignificant.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm not gonna, I won't begrudge him that. Return. With hate.
Triggers going off.
That just gains him 2 life. You can just block that for free, right?
Yeah, I think it might grow the.
It'll grow the connoisseur, but we
it
can
doesn't
kill
really
the
matter.
connoisseur.
Oh, he wants to sack it. Okay, I mean that's jack.
Oh, that's solid. No, that was a good play. I didn't think that through too much. Here we can
We get in with this 9/9, right?
destroy evil and get in with the. I mean, yeah, we get in with the 9/9, of course. Yeah, I guess we do that now just in case there's, like, a trick. Pump, right? I'm wondering if we get in with the apparition, is the question.
I'm also wondering that. I think we do.
I think we do.
Wow.
They're still winning the game because they have 10 life.
I know,
life,
but that was a huge take.
Yeah.
We have Necromass next turn, though. I don't know, I mean, we're doing stuff.
Necromass has not gotten cheaper this whole game.
Not particularly, no.
We need the 4-mana card to go with it, and we just never got it. Never got those two in the same hand at the same time.
We also have never drawn our Praetor. Not our Praetor, but our Phyrexian card. Sweet. Right?
Yeah, that's true. What's the deal with that?
I think just same deal. Same teams run it back.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just Apparition this time. Hold the 9/9 back, and then, like, just pump to victory? Because think about it. How much can we pump this guy? 1, 2,
3.
3?
Yeah.
We pump him 3 times. That's it. Attacking with the 9/9 doesn't speed up our clock.
It doesn't actually do anything, yeah.
And with Squee, if they have like a inspired charge or some similar effect, like we're risking a lot there.
True. I'm very upset if this is that removal spell.
Maybe he'll try and draw into it.
Okay.
That's still a 2-turn clock.
Yeah.
What do you think the odds are that he attacks with Squee and sacks both Squee and the Goblin, trying to find an answer to what you have on the board?
I don't think you can sack both, right? Oh no, you don't tap this. Huh. He's thinking deep about what he could have. I don't, like...
He's tanking.
I'm feeling good about our position here. Go ahead. I think he probably has that card that gives something Death Touch. Like, that's what we're most worried about.
There's one of those in this format? I don't remember that.
It's black.
That would make sense.
Maybe double block? Take 3?
Yeah, we definitely double block. And then take 1. Right? Because we can block on the squeak, right?
I'm worried about that card killing Darian. Maybe it doesn't matter. Like that? Yeah. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Because the apparition's really what we're going for here.
Yeah.
Because he's going to sack the Goblin, probably.
Interesting. This X target.
I forgot that card... What's X here?
3. So he would have killed Darian anyway. Yeah. I can't believe that he's killing Darian and not the apparition here. Maybe he has some other thing? Because Darian is not the more interesting, the more useful.
The Necromass?
I mean, now we can swing in with both, right?
With everything, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because if he blocks with the Skyrider, we only have to pump once. We can still get the Necromass out. He has to block both of them. They're both lethal threats.
Then we played Necromass and Gardener on the cheap as blockers on the swing back.
You know what? Yeah, we definitely play both, if we can. If he doesn't block, then we play both. Because I don't think...
I mean, I have to force him to have something.
Yeah, for sure. And it's also 2 mana to force him to have something.
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. This is exactly where we planned to have the deck end up.
This was the plan.
We have our big drops, the Apparition, the Morrow, the Writhing Necromass. Oh, I love it when it's planned.
My dude's aggroing out. Airing out.
Yeah, this guy's plan was to be more aggressive, and I don't know if it's working. Right now, it is close.
It's very close. Lightning Strike kills me, which...
That's true.
Sure. Do I not have enough lands to kill... Oh my god.
Wow, that might be it. You might have done it.
Oh my god.
Now we can extinguish the light, Deathbloom Gardener, try and stall out until we win. So how much damage is he getting with?
We just lose,
so no, not necessarily. Because he can attack with 2/1 and then 3 1/1s and a 2/2, right? We have 3 blockers.
Wait,
he has 5 attackers, right? If we're able to get both the blocker out and kill either Lagmos or Squee.
Yes. I can't.
How many cards does he have in the graveyard? We have to kill Lagmos, actually. Because he can just recast Squee.
I have to do that here.
Yeah. Because we don't want him going to combat and then making the thing. So now he has 5 attackers, we have 3 blockers. If he swings out, he still needs something else to win. Oh, I forgot about the 3 life. Yeah. Maybe we should have attacked tomorrow. With the extra 3 life, he would have had to trade the Protector. That might be a mistake. Now we can still keep all of our creatures, though, with that extra 3 life. I mean, all of them except the Gardener, really. Are you okay with being at 2 life?
I think so. I think I have to be. I guess the alternative is I just chump here and... Well, no, he could play creature. Yeah, I think I have to do it this way.
You could block a 1/1, but I don't know what...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a difference between 2 and 1. Oh. Yeah,
exactly. Okay. Man, he drew like 3 flyers in a row to blank my Tattered Apparition. That's tough.
Yeah, we made him have it 3 times, and he had it 3 times.
Yeah, he did. This
Snare Spinner's solid.
Is going to be good.
Is it better than Sten?
Yeah.
Griffin Protector is another thing to think about. No, it's probably bad.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Stall for time.
I think stall for time, he's going a little too wide for stall for time to be good.
Yeah. I think we're solid here. He did not spend any time boarding.
No, he just like snap kept. Alright. Idyllic Beachfront, Forest, Cycle Herd Migration for a black source.
A white source, right?
Why a white source? No.
To cast Darien.
No, but wait, Idyllic Beachfront is white source.
Oh, no, you're right. Black source. Never mind.
Yeah, I think this is a fine keep. I do not like,
it's fine. Hate cycling Herd Migration, and we have no way of getting it back, but...
Without a way of getting it back, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we just draw into the land. If we draw the land, then we don't have to cycle.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, the Sojourner and Darien... Does that price us into... Oh, no, we're getting black anyway.
Yeah. We can do that in instant speed, but
Yeah, I know.
don't
I was thinking
make
about
a
that, but
difference,
I figured
actually.
it didn't actually matter. I mean, I just have to go for it, right?
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. Oh man, is this a lightning strike? Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
We didn't seem like.
See, I was
saw
curious.
a lot of cards.
I know. I was curious because this deck seems like it wants to play a creature on turn 2, and I thought land, go meant that he absolutely had to have a lightning strike.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's a pretty solid card.
Yeah.
Would have preferred a land, but any untapped land and we can play the Sojourner. You swing out with Goblin?
No. We are just waiting to just play big stuff and hoping that gets there.
Yeah. We're blank his, like, progression right now.
This is instant, right?
Yep. We could turn sideways if we tribute the strike game.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just play Lotus here?
I think so. Yeah, I think we should.
Then we just throw our fucking hand. Oh my god.
This guy is not
interesting.
Doing anything, so I think just building value is going to be good. Yes! Wow. I wonder what the hell he had in his hand.
Black cards.
I guess, yeah. Run it back.
Yeah. I'm happy with the way that worked. That was an early concede, but...
It was an early concede. I understand why he did it, though.
Yeah. He did it because he was frustrated that he didn't draw the right lands. That's a mall.
Should we risk it?
For the
We
fist.
finally see Defiler
We have a 2-drop. That is the first Defiler sighting this whole time.
I know.
Like, the first time we've even seen it.
This might be a keep.
I think it is.
Yeah, there's enough removal here.
Yeah, and the Deathbloom Gardener and... Yeah. I would have thought him take up the shield.
I just think there was no... Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Like, just because it's doing, like, literally nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, come on. Forest on top. On the top of our deck, there is a forest. And exactly a forest.
That wasn't a force.
you can't expect these things to happen.
Not the whole round. I really don't want to get pressured by that Kelvin Strike team all game.
Yeah.
And I don't think that tribute was targeting anything better than that.
Okay.
Okay, well.
That's right.
Playable card.
He's missing lands too. This is good. Never mind. He's not missing. He is missing lands. He's just also still got plays. And we can't even attack into that. Bottom for sure. But what do we play?
Destroy Evil? Probably.
On the barricade? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because he's just gonna... That's such an engine for him.
Yeah. Feels bad, but you're right. We'll find a way to deal with the Skyrider.
That was really loose against, like, specifically a Kelvin Strike team, but I don't care. Splatter Goblin gets in.
Yeah, we need to put some pressure. Here we should Gardener, right?
Yeah.
We could swing out there, too. We can trade.
No, I could have swung out there. It still was like a dubious key. Like, Kelvin's... I would not be surprised if this deck had 2 Kelvin Strike teams. we were just effectively dead to it last game.
Here, if they don't kill the gardener, we can...
Oh. What a play. I would say that's game.
Well, we can cast our
It's not...
Extinguish the Light, or the War Leech.
Technically game, I guess.
Oh, let's play the War Leech and try and, like, race. Because then we can take up the shield.
No, we don't have enough mana for that.
No, we can do it... Well, okay, we take 4 damage
You
next
say
turn.
eventually? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
Then we take up the shield. Hopefully, we mill, like, something that makes this 8 power. Yeah.
Oh, and we did.
Then we can try and, like, get back in the game with the take up the shield.
I didn't
and extinguish the
think
light.
about the mill out there.
He needs to win the game right now, or we're back
We
in
have a
it.
huge comeback.
Yeah. The other thing is, if we get a land, we can do both.
A land would be
Check out.
amazing. Oh my god.
Angel of Wrath does not do it. Here we, I guess, swing out, take up the shield, line wall, play a land, right?
Yeah.
Now he has to really worry about his life total. At least a little bit. Because we could have a bump spell. Green.
We literally don't have a green source. That's hilarious.
I guess we've cast a ton off that. That Crystal Grotto has put in absolute work.
This card has been completely nuts.
The scry's been useful. The filtering's been useful.
Jeez. Oh, what a combo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I mean, this is my only
9,
one.
11.
Wow.
Yeah.
This card is
tough.
nuts. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think it's that nuts, but that
He
the
found a lane for it that was
specifically
really good.
with the Keldon Strike team is really good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's been the games.
Yeah, those are good. That last guy was a very good player. He was
he also
playing
had
to
a
his
very
outs.
good
He like had some great lines.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Very good. Let's see what the packs have brought us.
Oh yeah,
and then
we
we'll
can't leave
close this guy
without
out.
cracking the packs.
All right, 5 total packs. What's the take? We'll do real quick. What's the takes?
Okay, yeah.
Destroy Evil.
Nishoba
probably,
Brawler.
right?
Pack 1?
Oh,
That
Nishoba
big-
Brawler. I'm sorry. You're
Yeah.
totally right.
Defiler. That I think is the take.
There's definitely an argument for Nishoba Brawler still.
Yeah, but Defiler is still like a bomb.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what we take here.
Talarian Geyser's good.
Yeah, Geyser's definitely the take here. Alright, Namada's definitely the take here.
You're just gonna pick the land, the rare every time.
Every single time. Well, you know, there's some bad rares.
There are definitely some bad rares.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
This is not one of them.
Sphinx of Clear Skies. I did have one draft with Sphinx of Clear Skies. This card is completely bonkers.
I'm so mad. I had a draft with Sphinx of Clear Skies, and every time I play it, it was killed immediately. I got to play it 3 times, and it was killed immediately 3 times.
My biggest problem with Sphinx of Clear Skies in my draft is I pack one, picked one, did, and couldn't manage to get my way into a domain deck. So it's practically playing like a mono blue splashing white and red deck. And it was okay, but like I was not getting maximum value out of that card.
It's still a good card, even if you don't like hit full.
Yeah.
Geyser
My first
here.
leyline binding somehow. This card is now a modern staple. Shout out.
Shout out! What a great card, and according to Wizards, also a legacy staple.
Oh, is it really?
No, well,
guess
Wizards
good
just
for
said that
legacy.
in their ban announcement.
Good for Wizards.
Gotta
then, I
throw a
guess.
little bit of shade. What is this card?
I don't know.
Kami
This is
Dragon Egg.
a Neo pack.
Yeah. Whatever the Dragon Egg you control. Oh, you know what? I saw somebody making a deck with this in Alchemy, where they were just filling their deck full of dragons and like throwing stuff underneath it.
I think I played one sealed of Neo and then never picked it up again. So I'm gonna say Colossal Sky Turtle's my pick.
I like the Sky Turtle. I think it's a cute card.
He's cool.
It's fun.
The art's cool. Abilities are cool.
The abilities are good.
This is another modern staple, right? They play this in Indomitable Creativity. Is that right? As
some
like
living end
sideboard
decks play
tech or something. Oh, maybe it was Living End then.
Yeah,
I think it was
some of the
Living
Living End decks play it, but it's not the best card in Living End, and it's
No, they play it as
one
like
of
a
the
one-of
replaceable
for-
cycling cards.
Yeah, but it's
Like-
still cool.
Yeah, I think it's solid.
All right. This has been You See a Pair of Goblins, a play and pod, mostly a play.
Mostly the
But,
play, a little bit of pod. You've seen a pair of goblins now.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
Give us hit that bell. Give us a little ding.
Bell notifications.
Give us a little ding, and text your mom. Tell her that we said hi.
Tell her that Colossal Sky Turtle's good.
Tell her about Colossal Sky Turtle. All right. Thanks, guys.
All
See you
right,
later.
editor
Bye,
cut.
guys.